Those were one footballer's 7 days. He was rightly named Champions League Player of the Week. And of course, you know whom we're talking about. Karim Benzema. His Majesty Karim Benzema. We will never forget what the French striker of Real Madrid did in the match against Chelsea. These will certainly set a place among the best individual performances in the history of the Champions League. No exaggeration. Another outstanding and recent highlight immediately comes to mind. A heroic triumph after 90 minutes against PSG in the round of 16 simply would not have taken place without the French genius. Hat-trick at the Santiago Bernabeu, hat-trick at Stamford Bridge. It seems like Karim… no wait, not like that. Karim Benzema becomes the main headliner of the current season. From now on, Karim Benzema has firmly embarked on the path of the main favorite for the 2022 Ballon d'Or, so we can discuss his chances to win the whole thing. Hello our dear football lovers! You are on the Inside Football channel, and today we have prepared a very hot topic just for you to enjoy. We don't expect every one of you to agree with our beliefs, though in 2021 we already predicted Lionel Messi's future victory in the Ballon d'Or. And here we are, back with another assumption, as we think it's the right time to make it. In today's video, we are going to tell you why Karim Benzema will become the main favorite for the 2022 Ballon d'Or. Leave us a like if you think that the brilliant Frenchman already has this year's most prestigious individual award in his back. Subscribe if you are not with us yet, and get comfortable, because we are about to begin. If they are not engraving his name or halfway through engraving his name on the Ballon d'Or by the end of the season, I'll be surprised. He's been magic against PSG, where he got a hat-trick, then another hat-trick against Chelsea. This man makes the difference. He took full advantage of his chances. It was a masterclass from him, stated Ferdinand after the Chelsea-Real match. Karim Benzema deserves the Ballon d'Or this season. Prove us wrong, the official ESPN FC Twitter account provocatively proclaims. Triple d'Or. L'Équipe came out with such a telling headline after Benzema's magnificent performance at Stamford Bridge. Karim Benzema will be the first striker to win FIFA the Best and Ballon d'Or in Ronaldo-Messi era. Let that sink in. A football fan writes, Karim Benzema deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. End of story. Thinks Shaf Salazar, one of the most famous Real-oriented bloggers. You can collect dozens of such thoughts, hundreds, thousands, and millions even. Right at this moment, Benzema in the Ballon d'Or is something of a world football trend. After an outstanding display at Stamford Bridge, the Real Madrid attacker is expected to top all the Ballon d'Or 2022 rankings. And apparently, in the upcoming weeks, Benzema's position will not change at all. You see, Karim actually experiences the best season of his career. Throughout 36 matches of the 2021-22 campaign, the Real Madrid leader netted 37 goals and delivered 13 assists. At 34 years old. Phenomenal shape, isn't it? No doubts, Benzema is the greatest and most valuable La Liga player. If you remove Karim from Real Madrid, the current roster of Los Blancos feels his absence with lightning speed. Think of the recent Clásico, for example, when Benzema witnessed in horror like Barcelona mocked his teammates. Moreover, the striker is among the most effective performers in the current Champions League run. During 8 matches, the Frenchman has already managed to score 11 times and give 1 assist. Only Robert Lewandowski has gained more goals, namely 12. It's worth saying that Benzema needs only 64 minutes for contributive action. For comparison, in La Liga this figure is 90 minutes. The priority of the French striker is immediately visible. In La Liga, Karim works 100%, while in the Champions League, he gives all 200%. Another impressive data which totally speaks volumes. Interestingly enough, last time when Benzema was also considered the Ballon d'Or candidate, his stats were more down to earth. In 46 appearances, Karim scored 30 goals and gave 9 assists. In total, 39 contributive actions in 46 appearances. And now we are to recall the figure of 50 points in such a system. The progress is hard to deny, but it's not even the season's finish yet. However, what can be said about Lewandowski, Salah, Mbappe, De Bruyne, Mane, and others? Let's take them too. Fortunately or not, this is the first time we are discussing the list of potential winners without mentioning Messi or Ronaldo. We think you'll agree, it's very difficult for Leo and Ron to qualify for the next Ballon d'Or. Based on the recent circumstances, it's better to recognize that their times has already passed, and the Qatari World Cup is the last opportunity for both to declare the legacy they are leaving behind. By the way, we made a separate video about the matter. The link will be presented in the card and the final screen. Be sure to check it out. Alright, back to the discussion of real candidates. Let's make a reservation right away that Modric and Vinicius can already be withdrawn from the competition. They are keeping an outstanding pace, but against the background of Benzema, they can only be shown the main supporting roles door. The leader of Manchester City, who carries the Sky Blues to the Champions League semis and to the Premier League victory. Throughout 35 appearances this season, he has slotted 13 goals and provided 8 assists. There certainly are chances to win the poll, but it may require a certain set of circumstances. Taking gold in the Premier League, where Liverpool are towering over the citizens, and Champions League Cup triumph, which was never conquered by Guardiola and his phenomenal squad. Plus, De Bruyne's media presence is not as cool as Benzema's. Africa Cup of Nations 2022 winner and Senegal leader Sadio Mane is one of the most prominent workers of the current season. In 38 appearances, he has scored 15 goals and delivered 2 assists. Therefore, Benzema is way ahead of Liverpool's Senegalese striker. Mohamed Salah, although losing to a teammate in the African Cup of Nations final, has had a more impressive season on an individual level. This is evidenced by the numbers of the Egyptian striker: 38 matches, 28 goals, and 10 assists. These indicators are closer to Benzema's performance, which means there are still chances to succeed. All that remains is to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Needless to say, it will be extremely difficult to achieve. Judging by the latest campaign, Kylian Mbappe is the main talent of PSG. The presence of Leo Messi, 7-time Ballon d'Or frequenter alongside him, makes even more bustle. Mbappe is spending his last time in Paris before moving to Real Madrid, and therefore he goes above and beyond his abilities. Just look at this amazing display. In 38 appearances, he scored 28 goals and gave 20 assists, 48 contributive actions. Only 2 points less than Benzema. If we talk about the football quality, then Mbappe definitely should be placed in the top 3 world's best #1 game professionals right now. And here's Benzema's main rival, Robert Lewandowski, who still doesn't get his hands on the Ballon d'Or. The Pole was doing mega good job in 2020 and 2021. A new year started, and another outstanding season is made for Lewandowski. 39 appearances, 45 goals, and 4 assists. 49 points. Basically the same level of individual efforts as Benzema. If Mbappe by and large pulled out of the race, losing a head-to-head battle against Benzema in his future club, then Lewandowski is still in business. Madrid is more likely to beat Chelsea. 3-1 in London allows Real supporters to hope for a place in the semi-finals. Based on the Champions League playoff draw, Benzema could face Lewandowski in the final. The path to such a tie is thorny. Remember, Bayern need to withstand Villarreal, whom they have already managed to lose in the first leg, 1-0. If such a battle of Benzema versus Lewandowski in the Champions League final occurs, then it should serve as the natural culmination of the club season, in case we focus on the main heroes of the season, Benzema and Lewandowski. Face it, despite having almost the same rates, Benzema completely slams Lewandowski in terms of hype and media image. Karim had carried out 2 phenomenal performances against PSG and Chelsea, which he not only wrote about, but also screamed the fact to the whole world. Lewandowski, on the other hand, shows himself as Mr. Consistency, having no top solo performances. The following factor speaks in favor of Benzema either. The rules for awarding the Ballon d'Or have changed. In early March, France Football announced a new set of criteria and a new calendar. A small revolution that seems to be favorable for the French striker. The trophy will now be handed at the end of the football season, August 21 to July 2022, rather than during the calendar year, January to December. What advantages can the Frenchman receive? There will be no need to wait for the results of the World Cup, held from November 21 to December 18 in Qatar, to present the Ballon d'Or. As the third top goal scorer in Galacticos history, passing Alfredo Di Stefano, Karim will be judged primarily on his stats and club achievements. The Merengues are number 1 in La Liga and are claiming the Spanish league crown. Besides, Benzema almost single-handedly led Real Madrid to the Champions League semi-finals, not to mention the fact that in November he was seen with the Nations League Cup, his first major success in a French camp. Well, looks like he has some advantages. Friends, what do you think of it? Who is your favorite for the Ballon d'Or 2022? Write your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.